Is Zelda Breath of the Wild still worth playing 5 years after release?
Tells me that you have no recollection of me, however.
I think you are now ready to hear what happened 100 years ago.
Everything I've done up until now, it was all for nothing.
Here it comes! You must save her, my daughter.
My name is T3 Smith Gaming. I make Nintendo content here on YouTube and on Twitch. And today I thought I would go back and revisit Zelda Breath of the Wild and see if it's still worth playing 5 years later. Let's take a look. I played Breath of the Wild on Switch when it first released 5 years ago. The first thing that the game introduces to you is just the sheer scale and size of this region of Hyrule. I mean, just look at this. The crazy thing about this game is that anywhere you can see, you can and will eventually get to. And that's one of the most exciting things about the game. From sprawling deserts, ruins, mountainous heights, dragons, and a castle that is directly in the center of Hyrule, there's so much to do in this game. Hyrule really acts as its own character in this game. It's so wide open you may be thinking, well, what do I do? There's nothing out here. Oh boy, would you be wrong. Between towers to locate, which give you a bird's eye view of each region in the land, 120 shrines to go, find, and figure out, not to mention puzzles to find each Korok seed. There's so much to do in this game. The space in between each of these puzzles, shrines, and towers really elevates what the game really is about, which is exploration. You're not ramrodded into a storyline unless you want to go and pursue it. Literally, you can go anywhere in the world. Do whatever you want. You can even go and fight Ganon first thing right after the tutorial, if you'd like to. With beautifully bright colors in a smart anime style, Hyrule is gorgeous. There are over 120 shrines scattered across the land, 900 Korok seeds to collect, a tower in each region, settlements to find, 4 dungeons to conquer, and that's just scratching the surface. For each shrine you locate and complete, you'll get a spirit orb, which, when you collect 4 of them, will allow you to increase your hearts or upgrade your stamina to explore greater heights or swim farther. For each Korok seed you find, your inventory grows as well. There are over 900 of them, so if you are going to go looking for them, you may want to find a guide. On top of this, there are recipes to discover, a whole slew of outfits to collect, horses to tame, merchants to run across, and side quests to complete if you'd like to. The main story in Breath of the Wild took me around 50 hours. Basically, Link awakens 100 years after the collapse of Hyrule, and he sets off to figure out what exactly happened to cause the collapse. During his journey, he'll run across an old man which will point him in the direction of the first divine beast. Throughout his journey, he'll have to fight his way through all 4 divine beasts to weaken Ganon's power, and eventually he'll go and defeat Ganon himself. Between the main story and all of the side quests, I imagine this game could last upwards of over 200 hours. I haven't completed everything, but I know some people have. Exploration in this game isn't the only thing though. Combat takes a very unique turn compared to everything else in the Zelda series. In Breath of the Wild's survival theme, every weapon in the game has a durability meter, and will break eventually. Between that and the vast array of enemies in the game, it makes combat compelling because every single situation that you find yourself in is unique, and you really have to think on the fly to figure your way out of some combat situations. There are dozens of weapons to collect, and each environment is different, as well as each enemy is different, meaning each combat encounter can be approached in vastly different ways. Ultimately, between the combat, the customization, the vast region, and the collectability combined with amazing characters, this is an excellent gaming experience. I've never really cared for Zelda the character in very many Zelda games, because you only ever get to see her in the final fight. But in this game, she takes on a whole new character. Throughout the game, you'll run across flashbacks in your memory as you try to piece together what happened in the 100 years since the collapse. Through these memory fragments, you find out that Zelda isn't just a princess. She's a person trying to figure out their place in life. For each major dungeon in the game, there's a character and a tribe attached. Each champion from each of these tribes has a story all their own, and they really add to the overall narrative. If you've had a Switch since launch, or if you've only had it for a few hours, I would highly recommend Zelda Breath of the Wild. 5 years later, this game still stands strong and has been an amazing game to experience. This game is a masterclass in what makes gaming great. Most games these days keep a quest marker and set a story and kind of ramrod you into what they want to tell. Zelda Breath of the Wild doesn't do that. It gives you a region and just says explore, make your own memories, find your own happiness, and experience the game the way you want to. This game has a beautiful region to explore and compelling characters. There's so many things to do, and this game is a must-play if you own a Switch, in my opinion. I love this game, and I've sunk so many hours into it. Zelda holds a special place in my heart as each game impresses me. I can get lost in exploring and uncovering just one more secret until it's 3 a.m. sometimes. This game is a 10 out of 10 for me. And hopefully it'll be a 10 out of 10 for you too. Zelda Breath of the Wild is an essential part of my Nintendo Switch library. It's a classic game that takes every bit of open world gaming and just puts a fantastic spin on it. The music's great, the region is fantastic, the characters are compelling, and there's just so much to do in the game. I like the game so much, I went and got this Link costume for a Ren fair that we're going to next week. It comes with a Master Sword. It's great. But in all seriousness, if you did like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Heck, I'll even throw in a bonus. If we get 50 likes on this video, I'll wear this costume during my next Twitch stream. If you'd like to check that out, the description will be in the comments below. I appreciate you guys for watching this far in the video, but we'll catch you in the next one. See ya.